Hi,
going?
everyone. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up because I asked you to. I just hit the thumbs up because I need to do that more often, just to show support.
Hail.
Today we are talking about Married at First Sight, season 12, episode 11, the Monthiversary. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Monthiversary?
Monthiversary. Yes,
I have never heard about I've never heard that word before, but
it's something they
okay.
made up. Quit playing.
But you know what? When I typed it in when I was doing my notes in Word,
Hmm.
it did not say it didn't have the red line under it saying
Mm.
misspelled. It actually took it. Maybe it's because I've never
Weird.
been married. I don't know. Oh God. All right, so what'd you think about this episode?
I didn't, but okay. this, I mean, it's just like I just feel so bad for these couples. I mean, it's just like, come on, people.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it's getting painful.
yeah, you
And
feel
next
so
week's gonna
bad,
be good though.
right? Like I will say now, like I felt so bad for Clara.
Yes. Well, let's talk about
Yeah,
Clara
let's talk
and,
about
and
let's talk.
Ryan
Yeah,
first. Why is she moving into Ryan's house and she knows it's not working?
exactly.
We all know he know it's not working and just ain't saying something, but she's not like when you looked back at their wedding and you saw how bright and bubbly and happy she was, and in the short space of a month he has turned her into a wet paper bag.
Hmm.
I feel so bad for her, but at least she got her roots done though.
Hmm.
Jamal, give me more than that.
I just, for me, I just feel so bad for her. I mean, like and the way they edited it, like you saw, like
Mm-hmm.
every moment he would say something like really like kind of profound, and like you could just feel the anticipation of the "I love you" coming, and I felt it for her, and I was with her, especially at the last scene, like where he said whatever he said. I'm like, he's gonna say it, and he did. And I was like, man,
Wait, he says profound stuff? I
like
thought he just talks in circles.
profound. Okay, when I say profound, I mean basing it on his vocabulary and what he talks and how he speaks. I judge everyone on their own scale. So for him was profound, and he was saying all the right thing. Well, sort of, um, you know, and then he didn't say "I love you." I was like, Clara. But I understand why she's moving into his place because his place is bigger, and she's hoping.
But why are they moving? The experiment isn't over. Don't they still have the places at the extended stay? I I wouldn't leave the program apartment yet and move into his place. I would wait till I know whether I'm staying with this person, like at the 2-month decision.
Right.
It just seems like she's pushing this in the hopes of, I don't even know why, because y'all would be together at the process apartment.
Right.
It makes no sense. Maybe she's doing it just to upset his life.
For some
Because
reason, I think she feels like if she moves in with him,
mm-hmm,
it'll make them closer. I'm like, well, no.
they're already living together.
Yeah.
Maybe she just want to dig up in his stuff and see if she could find something that he's like undercover or something.
Like I said, she should have been called the ex girlfriend at this point.
If she could find them. But okay.
Some investigations. Telling you.
I feel he just needs to be honest with her. I don't think he's being honest with her. And she has been as honest as she can be. And she's exposed way more than he has.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe anything that he says now because he just
Yeah,
seems to be talking in circles.
right. I just wonder, like, if you were in a 2-year relationship,
Yes.
you would think you would have more insight to a relationship than what you're showing me, because you're giving her like nothing that she's asking for. I mean, you're
Wow.
nice, you're cool, you're this, you're that, but you're not giving her what she needs, and she's not asking for much.
No, she isn't. Oh my God.
And most men, and it's funny, most men they can't wait to get down to it. And you talking about, oh, I need this. Like, huh? I'm like, okay. And my thing with her is that she needs to make a decision because she keeps waiting for him to make a decision.
Hmm.
I think at this point she needs to make her own decision and say, like, you know what, you're unwilling to give me what I need, so I'm just gonna be about.
Did you notice that the entry to their last segment, they showed a cross and then
Yeah, I
they
saw
went
that.
on to show their wedding video?
Hmm.
Oof. I wonder if religion is ruling his thought process.
But he needs to tell her that though.
Because if she doesn't meet the requirements of his religion, I think it should be like you said, he needs to say
He
that.
needs to say it. Don't string her along like that. It's mean because there's no reason as your wife she should have to beg you for the deed. I'm sorry. That's to me is inexcusable.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see. I feel bad, but as of now, do you think they're going to stay together?
If I had to go like based on at this point at the end of this episode, I'd say no.
Oof.
Because every it's like every episode for like the last 2 or 3, she's like she's about to burst out in tears, and he's like, okay, I'm getting there.
I don't even think like I think that comes out of his mouth, but I don't think he means it. I don't think he's getting anywhere. I think he's just stuck in stupid.
Hmm.
She's a great girl, you
Right.
know. I, so what? She talks a little bit too much. You don't talk enough. I think that
It's a
balance, like,
balance.
she's a good girl. She just doesn't deserve to be treated like this.
No,
I'm sorry.
I was
Oh
kind of
God.
hoping at the end of the episode she was saying like, you know what, I think I may have to leave. I was really hoping for that because to watch her is painful.
You know what? I think she's gonna tough it out till the end, and
Mm,
then that's when she's gonna say, "I'm done." I think
okay.
she's gonna try to give the process enough time, because she's really trying to make a better Clara. You know, she
Mhm.
stopped doing all of that jumping into love so quickly, and like she's curbed how she's just shoots off from the mouth. Like she's really doing self improvement
Mhm.
with herself. I just think she got stuck with the wrong person. But I
Yes.
think she's in her head saying, I'm going to let the process play out, and then at the end I'm going to do what's best for me, because she keeps on dropping those little nuggets. By 6 months and I don't get this, I'm done.
Yep.
I
I
think
like
she's
that.
bringing down that timeline and unspoken, but I think by 2 months, if I don't have this, I'm done.
And she's very entitled to do that. I'm with her on that. To
Mm-hmm.
see, I mean, to have to beg someone to give you the type of affection you need, for me, is a red flag. And you're only a month in.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
Trey
mean, good.
says he keeps regurgitating the same old PC response. We are headed in that direction. Agreed.
My thing is, how much energy could it take for you to roll over on top of her? None.
He doesn't even have to do that. She could jump on top pony style.
Yeah, she'll do all the work.
Yeah. She hoish like that. Here with a roommate instead of a whole what? Yes, Trey. I don't even think he wants a roommate because, like, I think both a roommate and a wife interfere with his schedule.
In his space. Yeah.
But that's the thing. He ain't really saying nothing about that. I think that they talk about that behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't know. It's irritating. Who do you want to talk
Who's
about
next?
next? Which
Oh,
next
let's get Haley.
disappointment?
Let's get Haley and Jacob out the way. Okay, Jacob, just leave.
Haley and Jacob.
Jacob, leave. Just walk out. I'm sorry. Like she changes the goalposts all the time. Like
Yeah.
okay, and it's annoying, and she's annoying me, and and this has worked out in the total opposite the way I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be her pulling him along, but it's him pulling her along, and it's like pulling like it's like
It's pulling teeth.
pulling. Yes. Do you remember like the old the old Peanuts cartoons where
Mhm.
Charlie Brown tried to drag Snoopy and he would just dig in and he couldn't move him?
Mhm.
That's how
Mhm.
this is how Jacob is with Haley.
But you know what? I think I know what he's trying to do because he is trying to get her to admit that she's not attracted to him. And I don't, it's not that bad to say that. What's
Right.
bad is you dragging it out. You're not going to hurt his feelings. There are lots of people who are not attracted to each other. Unfortunately, y'all are married, but
Mm-hmm.
like, call a spade a spade. You made a mistake. You had drunk sex and you've been regretting it ever since. I don't even think it is like him not being good in bed anymore. I just think she doesn't like him physically and she is beating herself up saying, "Oh my god, I slept with that. I let that touch me." Like she's going way too deep into her feelings over it. Everybody has had a screw that they've regretted. Everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
And I'm
I'm
with
extremely
him.
picky. I'm extremely picky though.
Yeah, but sometimes the brown liquor,
Oh,
brown
see,
liquor.
that's why I don't do brown. It's all clear. Clear keeps you clear.
No, it don't.
For me,
Because
it
I
does.
think I've slipped up on vodka too. That's why I stopped doing brown
Really?
vodka and I went to brown.
Oh yeah, I can't do
Yeah,
brown.
my
Yeah.
early 20s was all clear, and
Oh
then
yeah.
whoopsies. Um, yeah, and so then I went to whiskey and scotch. Yeah, just give up, girls. Look, and guys too. We've all made mistakes. I think she's scared that if she says she's not attracted to him, that she's going to hurt his feelings, and she doesn't want to do that because she thinks it'll lead to an argument. When, in truth and fact, if she does say that, he'll probably say thank you and leave.
Well, my thing is this: like, he's already told you that. So, can you really hurt someone's feelings when he already approached you with the potential issue? He feels it. He knows it. He just needs you
Hmm.
to say it for confirmation and to
Yeah.
take that weight off of his shoulders. That way, he knows
Hmm.
he doesn't need to keep trying with you.
Yep. Yep.
And do you?
Well,
I have a
in a way,
question.
he stopped trying because he said that's why I don't even bother to follow Viviana's instructions anymore. I don't try to touch you. I don't try to be affectionate. I don't do any of that. You're not receptive.
Right, but he's stopped trying. Like, I think he stopped trying emotionally. So,
Hmm.
do you think that the reason why she's not telling him that she's not attracted to him is to save face?
I think she
Like,
is,
so she doesn't look bad on TV.
but she is looking bad on TV.
But in her mind, she's not. In her mind, she's being like um compassionate. She's being thoughtful. She's like, I'm not trying to hurt his feelings. Because if I say that, it'll hurt his feelings. Like, well, he's already said it for you, so he just
Yeah.
needs you to confirm it.
Yeah, she is. Or maybe she's doing that, hoping that he will have an adverse reaction, like how he probably did previously, but it just wasn't caught on film.
Hmm.
Maybe she wants to get it caught on film so that she can look like the victim and he's the
Right.
aggressor. I don't know.
It's very interesting you say victim because now that I think about, it, she's acting like a victim this whole time.
Hmm. And it's not fair. Nobody has to be the victim in this. It was
Hmm.
just a bad pairing. It's just a bad pairing. You cannot get past his physicality.
And I don't think he's not a bad looking. He's not bad looking. Maybe she had, but it sounds like she has a specific type of guy that she likes.
That girl is damaged. Whatever that
Oh yeah,
person
she
did
is.
to her in
Oh
high
yeah,
school or whatever,
7 years
or
ago.
college, it has damaged her. They could have put her on there with Mr. Universe or whoever's like the cutest guy in the world, whatever. She still would have found a problem. She would have never. She just can't.
So basically,
She
she's not as
emotionally she
ready.
can't.
So basically, she's not as ready as she thought she was.
I think that she thought this process was going to force her into being ready, and it
Mm.
caused a whole mental meltdown for her.
Okay, I got you. Makes sense now.
Mhm. Hi, Farmata. Hi, everybody in the
Hey everybody,
chat.
thanks for coming.
So, Trey, when you say not always Jamal, LOL, I guess you're referring to the clear
The
liquor.
clear liquor.
I agree with you. Okay, so what else happened with them? Um,
Nothing.
yeah,
They just kind of argued until he's just like, you know what, I'm good. He's like, you only got to worry about me after 4 weeks.
he had a huge steak though. It looked kind of
It looked
dry.
it looked a little dry, a little more jus, and it'd been
Yeah.
perfect. But still, but see, I just like steak anyway, so
What's wrong with us that we always default to the food,
because the food looks
especially
so
when it's
good.
boring?
You know what? You know what probably is because we can't go out to restaurants like we used to.
Oh, wait a minute. There was one more thing that I had to say about Claire and Ryan. Why he served her that cold, nasty looking food, and his looked like black worms from like chemistry class or biology class. What
Fail.
was it he ordered? And you took her on a great helicopter ride, not that you really engaged with her.
Right.
But then brought her back to the backyard to serve like dirt dinner. I don't know. And
he
complain
could at
about
least
the non-matching siding. He's so weird.
he could at least like did a good Uber Eats that was hot
I don't know.
or
It's like he
DoorDash.
doesn't make an effort.
Mm-mm.
Oh, whatever. So who's up next? Which loser are we talking about next?
Virginia and Eric.
Okay. Virginia does a little picnic in the park. It really didn't look. Okay, I'm not even gonna talk about this. Anyway,
She
she does
tried.
a
She
picnic in
tried.
the park.
She made a good effort. Let's leave it there.
No, she doesn't, because it reminded me of that lumpy bumpy chocolate fondue thing that she did on the bed last week. It just all looks.
Okay, she made an effort.
Ugh,
There we go.
I
We'll
hate
go.
it.
We won't say good effort. We'll say effort.
Okay. They have the nerve to be assessing other people, because Virginia and Eric wound up doing a double date with Clara and Ryan.
Mhm.
And poor Eric can't help himself on that double date. He just seems to be like he's teaching somebody something. I don't know what
Always.
though. Ryan does that standard PC thing that he's got on a reel. Clara looks she's like not engaged in anything.
Mm-mm.
She's all but rolling her eyes at this point. And they did not look happy. And so when they're at the picnic, they start talking about that. You need to focus on your own issues.
Mhm.
And they get back to the not argument, but the debate about where are they moving.
So with that situation, here's how I look at it. Eric, I understand where Eric's coming from. He makes sense. When she says, I don't feel comfortable moving in with you because it's your place and it is your place, it just makes me a little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He should be like, okay, I understand, and leave it at that. Anytime she disagrees with him, he takes it as like
A personal affront.
a personal affront, but more like what's the word? I had it last night. I can't think of it. Like he's insulted. Like she's a like oh, he's taking it too personally.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like it's an attack on him. Like, oh my god, like I did something wrong. Like, no, she just disagrees with you. That's
Mhm.
all. She's just disagreeing, and she's telling you why. And it's not a personal attack or insult. She's not abandoning you. She's not
Mhm.
leaving you.
Mhm.
She's just saying like, hey, this will be your place.
Yeah.
And also, what she's saying is, let's be honest now. She's all, look, if this doesn't work out, I'm not trying to lose my rent control apartment. That let's be real on that. Well, you ain't gonna have me moving in here and not lose my rent control apartment, and then I'll be have to find a new place paying higher rent. And she's like, no, ma'am, not today.
Um, Again, he goes into that natural reflex of trying to mansplain to her, and I'm glad she finally spoke up and said, "You don't need to explain to me how buying and selling real estate works." You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I get it, but you aren't listening to what I'm saying. And that's been his problem all along. He just likes to
Mhm.
dictate. Like, everybody's in the military for him, and he's the commanding officer, and what he says goes, and there's no argument. It's just
Exactly.
very weird. Um, what else happens with them?
Do you think there's do you think it maybe in his last relationship he took the back seat and that's what he thinks he went wrong?
No, his personality could never take backseat. Sorry, he's a pilot. No. He's
Oops. Okay.
military. No.
Just a thought.
Because if he has a commanding officer in the military, he sure as hell is not going to be subordinate in his own home. No. He'll come home and get all of his little microaggressions and major aggressions out and be, authoritative in his own home. What's next? Then he takes, okay, so for their anniversary thing, Eric takes her to the family's plane hangar.
Which was cool.
And yeah, and they go through their basket of crap. Yeah, all of these couples have a basket of wedding mementos where they have their wedding picture book, the video of their wedding, and some other crap in the basket, and each one of them looks at it on their anniversary. It's not even a real anniversary, but whatever.
1 month is a
They
huge milestone.
okay.
Just saying. Just saying.
um they go for a flight in his little single prop plane.
I
I've
love that.
never I've never been in a single prop. I've been in a twin prop. She's brave because, like, a twin prop for me, it could hold up to, I think, 8 passengers and 1 pilot. And yeah, there was 3 of us and the pilot on board.
Mm-mm.
They had to do the weight thing, so they had to ask all of us our weights, and
Mhm.
then they had to evenly distribute our luggage in the cargo and then
Right?
tell us where to sit. And I was just like, God, I hope we make it to this island. Jesus. But yeah, it you are flying in a tin can.
Mhm.
Oh
It could
my
it couldn't have been me because I need all the props you can put on the plane. Sorry. I'm
God.
just saying. I need all the props.
Yeah, and this was just like one seat. At least the plane I had in that we had 2 people could sit in 1 row.
Mm,
Wait, 7 passengers because the very last row could only hold 1 person.
gotcha.
It was a nice
Mm-mm.
little rust bucket. It got us there and back. We made it alive.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so she did that. She had fun. I thought that was placing a lot of trust in him, even though he is a qualified pilot. Still, I don't know you. It's only been 30 days. Um, And so like they get back in, they have dinner set up in the hangar, and she gives him a gift, the sex voucher book and a big old blanket with her big old face on it.
That was hilarious.
He didn't even know how to, like, he was just like,
Respond. Yeah, he was so stuck. He was
what
stuck like,
is that?
what do I say?
Yeah. And then he gives her a framed poster of GPS
I was
coordinates.
like,
I
that
think
is
she
like
had
that.
trouble trying to figure out what GPS was. It was silence.
It was hilarious. I'm there looking like, sir, you, and he genuinely thought it was like the coolest gift. I'm like, you're just such a geek.
Oh, hey, Fermata, no worries. Most people have stopped watching these stupid shows. We're just glad that you're here. Um, so yeah, just listen up, and it was, you missed absolutely nothing, Farmata. Trust us.
But Debbie, did you
Um,
notice how excited he was when he gave her those coordinates? Like,
I
it was the
know.
best gift in life. And,
Yes.
and
Look,
she was like, oh, and, isn't it? He's like, isn't it cool? She's like, yeah, it's really cool. I'm like, you have no
yes.
clue,
And did you notice that it wound up right back over on his side? Like she didn't even put it
right?
next to her. She was like, "Here, you take that."
Right.
Like, oh my god, she will wind up using that blanket, and he will wind up using that framed
That frame,
poster or
yeah,
whatever,
that's going above his. That's going on his side of the bed. I bet you.
until they break up at the end of this experiment, and then he burns it in the backyard.
Maybe.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to next week because this particular couple, everything comes to a head. All of their sidestepping of major issues that have been a problem for them from Vegas
Hmm.
is all coming to a head next week. And let me tell you something. Now I'm talking to you, the production company of this stupid show. If you do the bait and switch, give us a really good preview, and it really turns out to be a duck's fart, I'm going to be pissed. That's all I have to say. Our next couple is Brianna and Vincent.
There was nothing much to them. They love each other. Blah 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 blah. Empire building. Blah 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 blah. Um, you
He
know,
took her to a boat.
yeah, building a business, grinding hard for the family. Yes, yes, yes. I love you. I love you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Watch the wedding. Aww. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Wedding over. Go upstairs. I love you, baby. You're the one for me. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Drink a little wine. Eat a little food. Like, we're gonna be together forever. I just love him. Like, she's so beautiful, and like she's there for me. She has my back. Next, that's pretty much what the whole thing was. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything?
All
That's
the
what I got
airplanes
from it.
that were flying over the
Oh, sorry, yeah, I
boat.
missed those.
They had a good seafood dinner. It looked like
They
a
did.
beautiful fish fillet. Very
They did.
nice. And he didn't spill the champagne this time.
Yep.
But I
Violets,
want
rainbows, and
somebody,
butterflies. Yep. See, I
yes,
told you I didn't miss
yes.
anything.
But I want somebody to take him shopping for new clothes. He has outgrown everything. They were tight coming into the season. Now the sausage has burst. That's all I have to say. Um, I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop on that couple, though. I ain't gonna lie. I, there's
Hmm.
there's just something about poor Champagne Vinny. All right, let's go to the last shit show, which is Chris and Paige.
I got nothing to say. It's just dumb. She's dumb. I'm mad. I'm mad at her more than I'm mad at him at this point because she's the one who should have been walked away, and she stayed.
Mm-hmm.
So you know everyone's turned on her pretty much at this point. No one feels sympathy because you did this to yourself at this point. You first of all, you shouldn't have taken him back. Then like he actually had you meet with his potential ex girlfriend slash soon to be baby mama. Then you allow this man to sit up there and tell you that he done bought her, mind you, bought the ex a brand new Mercedes because she was in an accident 6 years ago and hasn't driven since due to some potential PTSD about driving. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I don't
Mm-mm.
think this is healthy at this point. Whether this is for show or this is for real or what have you, this is not healthy. The game that Chris is playing is seriously not healthy for this girl. I
But
don't think she's a guppy in a tank full of sharks. She can't play this game. Sorry.
she said it. She said they didn't make it to their 1 month, so that was good to hear.
Well, I guess she's
And
saying that because they're not even living together. They're just like trying to date or something. I
but
don't
she's
even know what they're doing.
but when she said they didn't make it to their 1 month, I assumed she was walking away.
Don't ever assume that with this idiot girl. And I'm sorry, yes,
I
I do
know.
mean idiot girl, because she made a mistake from night one.
Remember I think I've been saying this since what episode 3 that she should have divorced him before they got married.
Yeah, yeah. No need to be sorry, P. We love ya. I yeah, this is not healthy. I don't think this is even healthy for the viewers at this point.
And did
What
you?
is
But
this
next week's gonna
saying?
be good though. But next week's gonna be good when he tells his mom, "Oh, I told her I wanted a divorce," and she said, "You did what?" Yeah,
I I'm not that interested.
I think
Unless
with this
she hits
couple,
him.
you know what it is? I think with this couple, what it really is like everyone's annoyed because you can just see what's happening, and
Mhm.
it's not entertaining to watch.
Mhm.
So it's a part of the show, and you watch it, and it just makes you even that much more mad. Like, why even
Yeah.
put them? Why even promote this? Why even put them on the screen? This is not good.
Yeah, this was a major fail for me. Like, it's one thing to have a bad relationship like Haley and Jacob. But this is dysfunctional to the max. And I keep on saying every time I watch them, where are the experts? Why isn't anybody stepping in on this?
This is why Australia is way better.
Yeah.
I think she has low self esteem to let a man boy talk to her like that. Susan says. I think with her, I can agree to an extent, but I think it's more like she doesn't want to look like she gave up, and she's taking things on a more religious tangent, like this is meant to be, this is what God has planned for me, blah 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 blah. So she didn't want to like give up because giving up to her, so she's giving up on God's plan. But I think now she kind of realizes like maybe this is just a bump on my road. Maybe this is to teach me the things I should not look for in a man and the traps I need to watch out for. Because she talks about if you hear her, she talks about like what's next. Because the producers asked what's next for you, and she said like I'm gonna have my family, I'm gonna have my kids, I'm gonna be successful. So I think it's done, at least on her end, and I hope it is.
Well, it was done the other episode
No,
where
no,
she
it
walked
wasn't done.
away.
It wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
Because she was still trying to like, she held out hope.
She said it was done. The producer said, go over there and tell him that. And she went over there and he smiled at her and she said,
Yeah,
hey.
right. So to me, I wasn't done. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't done. Like this seems like it's done finito because she's talking about her future plans, and then she didn't say Chris.
So what you think his mom is gonna do?
Slapping.
You only want to make me watch it next week. That's what that is.
Because the look on her face was like she was gonna jump on him. But yeah, this is just bad. I want it to be done.
the last thing I have to comment about this girl is when the producers at the very last the last segment that she was in, they asked her what are her next steps, and she said she didn't have any next steps and that she's learned that it's okay to choose herself. I hope she remembers that. I really do.
Right. That's when she started talking about her future plans about, having a husband and the family, the
Yeah.
kids, and being, yeah. So, oh yeah, it needs to be done.
Okay, so let's talk to Ablavi. Hello, Ablavi.
Hi.
What's going on? You didn't watch the show.
No, I'm not done yet. I've been catching up on Australia. I'm not done yet. I've been trying to catch up because the Aretha thing has been like kicking my butt. I don't know how you do these reviews all the time.
And fast forward.
Well, I watched it live, so it was no fast forward.
Oh, it's a struggle.
Oh.
Sometimes some of these, it's a struggle watching them live. So I will wait and
Mhm.
watch them on the app.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching Married at First Sight. I haven't watched it all. I did Marrying Millions first, and that was foolishness. I'm I'm ready for this season to be over. All I saw with Paige and Chris is him sitting here telling her that he didn't want to be with her and that
Mhm.
he really just wants to be with, like, he is really clowning and playing. And I need them
Mhm.
to stop.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we just need them off our screens. We could put Paige in the trash, Paige and Chris. Put Haley and Jacob in the same trash bin. The other three or four can stay for now. For
I
now.
think this is the worst season I've ever watched. I really do.
Yeah, this isn't good.
But
This
see,
isn't good at all.
my first experience with this was actually Australia last year. That's why I started watching it because they was a mess last year. I was like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
But it was
last year
hilarious.
was good. I'm in. Well, they're shooting the New Orleans right now, so I'm hoping that it comes out in like June, July.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But I can't. I can't. I know people like this show, but this might have to be it for me because I was just so bored.
Well, last season was cool. Like, well, I was introduced to Australia. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then that made me watch the season, the U.S. version with Emmett and Amelia and all those little people, and I enjoyed it because they was foolishness, especially Christina and Henry.
Oh,
That
yes.
foolishness. I was like, and when Brett and Olivia called it quits, I'm like, yeah, I could work with this. But this season is giving me like real world season 15 trash. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, I found pictures of Paige online,
Hmm.
and I hate to say this, Paige needs a better stylist. Paige, like, her hair be looking so atrocious. The wigs are just so dry. I mean, it looks like the hard bristle brush that you sweep your front porch with. It is just too much. And then I need her and her cleavage. Like, she don't have no titties. So I just be looking at it and I be like, Paige, what are we doing with this cleavage?
Mm-mm. I know she had a new confessional look last night where she had on a wig that suspiciously looked very similar to Desiree's wig. And Desiree's DC wig, not the LA wig, the DC wig.
You're so petty. Um,
I know.
Another person who I find, what I don't understand? Why people like Brianna with Vince. And what is up with Brianna's voice? I mean, it's like almost hearing like a child talking on the screen. I do not like does. I wish she would stop it. And she's too good for Vincent. I want them to cut it out.
Hey, like I said, it was all kiss, kiss, kiss. I love you. You're perfect for me. Smooches, smooches, smooches. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with y'all. Next, go
Well,
on.
the problem is you know what I think? I think he lost a lot of weight, and he's acting very, very like I used to be big, And now I lost the weight, but I still have a big guy's mentality. So I'm scared that this tiny, hot little wife I have is going to leave me. He's just so insecure.
Mm.
That's a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was snatched in that dress when they were at the salsa.
Yes, Paige is an attractive woman, but Paige, like when you Google her name, good God, they do her dirty. I really need her to find a stylist. She looks awful with her stylist. But you know what the thing is with Paige, and this is my issue, maybe because, sorry to the Christians. The Christians been acting up this week. I'm tired of, of the Lord's name being put in vain and God this and God that from people who don't know the Bible and have never read it. I'm so sick of this. All this, you gotta be righteous but a freak. Like I'm done.
Okay,
But
we do
that
have
was the first red flag, though.
we have to bring this up. Trey says, someone on one of your lives, Oblavi, said that Chris looks like Lester from 227, and it completely took her out. She was in tears. We've been talking about
Yes.
this since it happened, and it is true. He does look like Lester. It's
Well,
scary.
it is scary. He's a scammer. I don't believe Paige is this dumb. I really think they clowning and doing this for the gram. But the thing is, I don't get what Paige is getting out of this. Like, has anybody seen pictures of her recently? Because I haven't.
Me either.
No, but she has been on that show, like the pre-show with Jamie.
Hmm.
I don't know what it's called.
My thing with
But
Paige
she
is this.
looks the same.
My thing with Paige is this. If you're gonna go on TV and look a fool, you need to really you need to have something in the pipeline that's gonna pay you for your pain or not do this. Because I don't see how you can gain by looking crazy and you have nothing going on after the show.
Well,
Like
Paige is an accountant. Paige is, a very smart, well-spoken together girl. I wish she would get rid of her accent, but it's such a shame that she got to go through her first divorce like this. And
that's
it's
the
just,
problem.
you
Wait, what
know,
accent? What accent?
well, I don't know what to do. Chris
Oh,
is,
the sedative. Okay.
yeah.
Because I like her when she cussing the producer out on the phone.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
What
Yes. But yeah, when she takes her sedative, it's just like, oh my God, really?
Yeah, I can't take Paige. I can't take Virginia and that man she's with. He is so you know what he gives me? Small peen energy. Like I just can't with him.
Okay, so Trey says that Paige is going to be on the How It's Going So Far special coming on tonight before Australia. So maybe I might tune in just to see how she looks, but not stay to listen to what she says.
Well, she looked better. And even Virginia looked decent. I mean, like I think they must have given her costume makeup because she looked decent.
Or she dried out a bit. You never know. Paige
Maybe,
from
maybe.
MAFS. Jana? Who's the Jana? Oh, the Derek Jackson situation. Oh, indoctrinated into a very toxic type of Christianity. Oof. I don't know. I'm not religious.
Child, did you see that Jerry Jackson thing? Child, that is the gift that keeps on giving.
I saw some texts come across IG today between him and the mistress. Not so flattering.
Well,
But I think didn't Tasha K do an interview with her last night?
oh, did you see the Patreon? Honey, the Patreon was I have never paid for a Patreon in my life. Honey, I paid for a Patreon so quick.
You paid for Tasha K's Patreon?
Yes, I did, honey, because she got the text messages and everything on her Patreon.
I think she's releasing them now on IG
And
because
if she gets the video call or whatever it is she did with the other one that's a doctor, honey.
oh wow. Mm.
But yeah,
No,
this
you
is
gonna
this is foolish. Go ahead.
I'm like, if you
This is
paying for a Patreon, I may have to jump on the line for that one.
I think it was on Instagram, but at the time, remember she did
Oh, at
the
the time,
interview.
early,
Yeah,
right?
she did
No,
it
you got
the
the
interview.
early scoop
Yeah, I got the early scoop. So I've been having this for a few days because, honey, I was online and I said no, no, show me the receipts.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my goodness!
she does dig up her stuff though. My goodness.
Especially when she mad and petty. That's what she
Yeah,
really. That's what she really goes in.
But what, like, did she have an argument with the Pastor Jackson or something, or no?
he's not a
Or
pastor. He's a relationship
oh,
guru.
oh, I thought he was a pastor. Why was I thinking he was a pastor?
Because him and John Gray were going back and forth, and they were talking
Oh,
about the church and stuff like that.
Listen, I'm
yeah.
gonna have to have one of the messiest hot topics tomorrow when I discuss this. Woo! The theme, the church.
What time is that show coming on tomorrow?
I have no idea. I got to get all my information right because I got a few little tricks up my sleeve and it's going to be amazing. But I should be on tomorrow because you're doing Marrying Millions.
Okay, good. But everybody, just in case, go and subscribe to Ablavi M's YouTube page and hit the notifications so that you know when she's coming out with her hot mess tomorrow with this. Because I usually your Friday night shows are usually epic. So
Yeah, I usually do married. I'm doing because I'm finished I'm getting caught up with Australia. I didn't watch the weddings because you know what? That's another thing. Can we make the weddings 1 hour? Like they could do 4 weddings in an
You're
hour.
right.
Why this show got to do 2 hours for 2 weddings?
Bobby, quick question: are you gonna be covering her bonnet situation?
Oh, honey, I almost bought one, but then I said that's too ghetto, and I cannot be out here looking like that. But shout out to her, because now people are gonna be using that catchphrase when they out with their bonnets.
But Bobby, like I'm gonna put this out there. Just you can take it or leave it, but it would really be epic if you went and got you a bonnet and them glasses and did your whole life in them bonnet and glasses.
I would love to, but it's certain things that are on the internet forever. While it might be in this moment, that's not a picture, because I be reading the girls down. But I did buy Chevelle's wig, and it's supposed to be coming soon. So look out for that.
oh my god.
I
But
mean, that would
listen,
be epic with
did
the
you see
bonnet and the
the
glasses.
but did you see the latest video from the wife? Like
Yeah,
she looks
and
like
the
she's in
camouflage, right?
ROTC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is going on
I'm scared.
here?
I'm
With a
scared for her.
saxophone behind
I'm
her.
scared. I was with the way she was talking was too flat for me, and she was in the camo. I'm like, dude, get up out. Get
Listen,
you and the kids up. Get up out. I'm sorry, get up out.
this is the funniest thing about the scandal. When he went and did a video on himself in third person, I nearly fell out.
I heard about that. I haven't seen it, but I heard about it.
Oh, honey, I got all the receipts.
Is that the one that he took down right after?
Oh, yeah, but the internet is quicker.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Reddit does not play. That's why you'll be putting stuff out there like this. Cause Reddit gets everything.
Yeah, we
my
gonna have a nice conversation because this thing right here is too juicy. We're gonna be talking about him. We're gonna be talking about Sweetie. We're gonna be talking about the church because the church been having a bad couple of days. I'm surprised we're not hearing about Jamal Bryan because foolishness is happening, and his name always comes with foolishness in the church.
But I bet you what it is. He's still doing his mess, but the Jackson foolishness is overshadowing his foolishness. So he's like, cool, I could work undercover now. The heat is off. That's what it is. The heat is off. I'm good.
But yeah, so Chris is gone now, allegedly. And we're supposed to believe that Paige is leaving. Don't they still have 4 more episodes of this show? Mm-mm.
I have a question, Debbie. Were you telling me about this? I think it was
watching
you,
Netflix
and I can't
now.
remember what it is. What's called?
Yes, my friend Sarf, who comes into our chat sometimes, she recommended this show. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, about a funeral. It's a reality show about a family who owns a funeral home, and it's a hot mess.
Nice. Well,
Mm-hmm.
guys, I'm gonna let y'all go because I know how y'all like to keep it under an hour. And I look forward for the mess. I'm finally caught up on Australia. I gotta get my receipts. I don't think I can use things that are on Patreon. Can I? We'll see.
No, because it's behind a
That's
paywall.
paid.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta go to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
her Instagram then, right?
Yes, she's
Yes.
releasing text messages on the Instagram. I saw one up to today.
Okay, so I'll give her a few more hours, because I'm sure she'll do another live because I want to be right and fresh because she's been doing quite a bit of lives on these, and I want to make sure I'm up to date with the foolishness.
Oh,
Oh
and
my
everybody, just so you know, I dropped the link to Bobby's channel, so just click on it. It'll take you right there.
Thank you and congratulations on 300 subscribers. On to 400, you two.
Well, same to
Thank you,
you.
Bobby. Say you too,
Yeah.
Miss 372. We see you.
Just trying, but
But make sure
nonetheless.
you, make when you schedule your live as soon as possible, because what's been going on with the YouTube notifications, like they're going out between 5 minutes late to 20 minutes late. So as soon as you schedule it, as soon as you can, just to
Oh,
make sure that to just make sure the notifications are as on time as possible. Because Debbie does ours like in the morning or last night, and they're pretty on time. But if you do them the day of, they're like so late sometimes. Just to let you know.
okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it tonight because I am finishing the Aretha. I am never doing a mini series again 4 days in a row.
Oh no.
Like it's every day and it's 2 hours. And then when you watch it, you you gotta stop it, you gotta take notes, you
Yep.
gotta come back, you gotta rewind because I went to the bathroom. Did I miss anything? Is this what we're talking about? And then you got 4 hours done.
But it's worth it though, right? It's a really good miniseries.
Yeah, I did the work for you. So if you don't want to watch it and don't have Hulu, I have
Oh,
it all in the playlist.
that's what I'm planning to do. I'm waiting till you're done, and then I'll just play video after video.
Exactly. Because I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna wait. Well, actually, yeah, I'm not gonna waste it.
No, feel free. I used enough of my time. I mean, I haven't watched anything this week. Should I go back on? Speaking of, just to be a little bit messy, I
Mhm.
heard Natalie left Mike.
Yes.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah, Uncle Bo, I heard, said it.
Okay, because we were talking about this. Because remember, I told you, oh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna read them one of these Saturdays when I get the chance. The
Hmm.
90-day franchise. Oh, they got a read coming like Love After Lockup. But nonetheless, remember you saw her cooking video, and I
Hmm.
said it was in a different house.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. She's living
And
in Seattle. She's not with him anymore.
but where's the baby?
Apparently, there was never a baby, so she's just, I don't know, bloated.
She was just
That's what they're
lying.
saying. They're saying that there wasn't a baby, and that she's living in Seattle, and that Uncle Bo hasn't seen her for months.
Are they divorced or are they separate?
I think they're gonna get a divorce, but
Interesting.
I don't know how that will impact her green card situation.
Well, she'll keep her green card. She won't get her citizenship.
But if he revokes, remember what's his face? The Colt.
Colty.
Didn't he revoke his paperwork for Larissa, which
Yeah,
then
but
put her?
she's technically on here with a work visa because she works for Sharp Entertainment.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, but I don't think what's her face, Natalie, is going to be that lucky.
Well, listen, she might leave. She definitely might, but 5 years is for the citizenship. 6 months
Hmm.
means she gets to keep the green card, and then she can find another guy to make miserable and get married and start it all over.
So they married in April last year, so she cleared the 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So she could marry another man. She could have citizenship with the next man that she marries,
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
because she does. I think it's like 5 years she gets a green card for. But I mean, listen, Yara's gonna do the. Well, let me be nice. Do we know if Julia has made it off the farm?
I haven't heard
Mm,
any updates on
me
Julia.
neither.
And do we know if Tariq and Hazel are still playing with us?
They're still playing with us. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. I can't wait for them to go to debtor's prison.
But
Did y'all see the parody of Yara and Yovi on YouTube?
no.
It's two men and one's dressed up in drag as Yara. And I have to find it, but it's Yara and Yovi parody. It looks really cute.
So is it worth watching? Because I'm like behind in 6 episodes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because we should be done with the season soon, right?
We should have been done 4 episodes ago.
Well, in better news, Atlanta's going to be done soon. They filmed the reunion.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
But I saw DJ Richie's show this morning. The reunion might be lit actually, because Latoya's gonna be acting a fool.
Listen, I mean, if Nene would have just shut her mouth, girl, you would have had yourself a job this year. Because they did not know what to do. And as train wreck as Nene is, I mean, this season was a wash. I don't know what they're going to do. And it looks like Kenya Moore, girl. Warning, Kenya Moore fans. Warning. Your girl's in danger. She about to lose her job. And she's going to be having to be with Nose Ring Mark and go on his reality show and act a fool and become Ken again. I'm sorry. I still can't get over that Ken. What man gives a woman a masculine nickname? That bothers.
I don't know. I don't think she'll lose her job. I don't.
No,
They
this
can't
season,
afford to
they
lose
can't
her
afford to
now.
lose her.
Mm-mm. And besides, they've kept a lot of other people who did far worse than her.
Did you talk about on Dallas? Why haven't they filmed their reunion yet? Because I thought they should be finished.
I think the reunion's coming up in a couple of weeks. I think we're on episode 11. They'll probably give them 14 episodes. I think we have 3 more weeks of Dallas.
Are you gonna watch New York? Because I haven't watched the
I am.
Australia.
Because
Okay.
Ebony's gonna tear up Ramona every chance she gets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So that's
The
good to know.
trailer looked good. Did you see the trailer?
No,
The trailer is hot. Bobby,
Yeah.
Debbie, I think we're gonna have to do a reaction to the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
That
Let's see if I
trailer
can
was.
pick it up.
All
That
right, guys.
trailer.
I'll
Ooh,
see
all
you.
right, Bobby.
See you, Bobby.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Don't forget AblaVM on YouTube. Jamal put the link into the live chat, but she's easy to find via search. Oh my God. All right. So, we'll talk about the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Let's see if we can find it, watch it together, and see if we can come up with anything interesting. Vicky went after Andy Bravo and people feeling went too far. Oh.
Yes.
Thanks, P. You are gonna watch Roni. Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right.
It's like my second. For me, it's Beverly Hills, Roni, and Potomac, and I think I prefer Beverly Hills. It's like a tad more than the other two, but they're all neck and neck for me for different reasons. Beverly
Thanks,
Hills,
Susan.
for me, Beverly Hills is for like I like to see the money and how y'all spend your money foolishly and like what kind of scams you're running. I like Beverly Hills for the scams, so that's why I watch them. New
See,
York,
I like New York for the nostalgia.
yes.
You know, I grew up there, so it's relatable. Well, not really relatable, but things look familiar.
Right. I like it. I've been in New York twice, and I wish I could have stayed. I'll put it that way. I just
If
enjoyed
you
it.
had to live there, you wouldn't. You went on
Probably.
business. It was fully subsidized. Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone who goes on business that's been subsidized.
Love
Yes.
it.
They want to
Love it.
stay. But if you have
Right.
to live there, it's a totally different feeling.
True. And then Potomac is just the Reeds. So yeah.
Miss Karen. Okay. Well, guys, that was a long one. Oh my God. today we reviewed Married at First Sight, season 12, episode 11, the Monthiversary. Let us know your thoughts on any of the rambling topics that we hit on today in the comment section below. We do read them and respond. Hit that thumbs up button because we asked you to, the subscribe button, notification bell, and tell a friend. And help out us little creators on YouTube. We need it.
Oh, Susan.
Thanks, Susan.
Hey, Susan, you coming back? No, we're actually done for the day, but we will probably do a record for the weekend. So, yeah.
Haven't you had enough of us today, Susan? All right, guys. Lordy,
Thank you guys for coming. We're at 350 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here and for the support. We're on our way, and if you guys have any stories you hear about or any shows recommendations, please put them in the comments because we do read the comments because we're always looking for new stories to talk about, including with our reviews. So yeah, we're open.
Cool. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.